What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jack Rabbit here, back with another video. Well, and today me and Evie are going to talk to you about what James Gunn is doing with DC Studios. Now, he hasn't made any official announcements, but we know some things, and we'll put you some minds at ease so that way y'all don't get all saying it's all terrible. Because it's really not. It's actually really good. And no, Nevy is not going to stand there the entire time and do it while I do this. Alright, but before we talk about one nerdy property, we got to talk about another. And that's Star Wars and lightsabers. Do you need a lightsaber? Do you not currently have one? Are you looking for a better one? Because you got one of those El Cheapo plastic ones that Hasbro sells from Walmart that are not really good for playing with because they break easy and they're hard plastic and you can cut yourself. Well, go check out my buddies over at sabermaster.com. I already have two myself. They're really good lightsabers. They come with stunt blades, so therefore you're not going to hurt yourself with them. If you do manage to break one of these bulbs, send me a picture. I want to see this because, I don't see those things breaking very easily. I don't see one of those breaking very easily, so yeah. So yeah, you break one of those, let me know. But, just to save you all some money, use my discount code, Jack, all uppercase, J-A-C-K, 67110. Alright, and back to your regular scheduled programming. Oh, I'm terrible. Oops. Not sponsored, I was just thirsty. Not sponsored, I was just thirsty. Okay, so James Gunn has kind of officially taken over DC Studios, but not officially. Him and his partner, Peter Safran, I think is how you say. Pretty much Peter Safran is right now running things because, well, James Gunn can't officially take over until March. I mean, he can do some things, but he's got to focus on Guardians 3 that's getting ready to come out. And once that comes out, then he's going to be able to officially do his duties over it. So how it's going to work is, okay, so Peter Safran, he's a business guy. He's going to run the business end of DC's Studios. Okay? So Peter will be the one telling James, hey, this movie get crap. I wouldn't greenlight a sequel because it did under budget. It lost us money. Or, hey, this movie did really well. We might want to fast track a sequel. That's pretty much what he's going to be doing. James Gunn is going to take care of the creative end, which is what James Gunn is good at. So, let James Gunn do what James Gunn does best. Let James Gunn do what he does best. And then Peter Safran will take care of the other end, which is fine. But, so, now basically at this point, all of the Snyderverse actors are out. There was a rumor that Ezra Miller was going to stay on. He done. He done so. And I don't know if I'm going to play him. He might be on a list of never coming back. Because there's a chance that they do Crisis on Infinite Earth. And they bring some of these actors back. Gal Gadot. Ben Affleck. If his kid wants him to come back. There's a reason why I'm laughing for that. The whole reason why Ben Affleck did the scene for Aquaman 2, which we may not get to see, which sucks, was because his kid wanted to come back to see him play Batman. Hey, I like the reasoning. But, okay, so all Snyderverse actors pretty much donezo. But, I mean, some may stay on, like, Commissioner Gordon might stay on. But he may cast somebody younger. I don't know. Batman's kind of up in the loop right now because we don't know if... Okay, so Matt Reeves' Batman movies with Robert Pattinson are fine. They're greenlit. They're good to go. James Gunn is cool with them. He might bring him over as the crossover Batman, which is interesting because that is interesting because previously Matt Reeves said he didn't want to cross Robert Pattinson's Batman movies over. But, one, I'd be cool with it. I love Robert Pattinson's version of Batman because I like what Matt Reeves did. And if Matt Reeves is going to be helping build out this bigger DC universe, because I'm assuming they're going to bring Reeves in to help out if Pattinson's Batman is going to cross over. I like the idea because what he did with the Batman characters, he took Batman back to his core. And the core thing with Batman is he is a detective. Which, honestly, in none of the previous live-action Batman movies. Yes, I said none. That includes Michael Keaton, my buddy. They never really showed him as a detective. And then, of course, when you got into the Dark Knight movies and all that, they just, they did show him, doing detective things, but not really. He's really, solving it as a detective. And then when you got into the Dark Knight movies, they just became big budget action blockbusters. Like any old superhero movie would be. That's the thing. Batman's not your typical superhero. One, no superpowers to speak of whatsoever. I'm sorry. I like that line from Justice League when Barry Allen asked Batman, Bruce Wayne, what's your superpower? I'm rich. He's not wrong. What's bad is, he's not wrong. And that's what makes the line hilarious. But, yeah, so he's not your typical superhero, so he shouldn't be treated like everybody else. You know? He shouldn't be treated like he's a regular old superhero, because he's not. He's not. He's very different. He's even different than Hawkeye. Hawkeye don't got money. Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry, everybody. That was bad. But yeah, so Robert Pattinson is going to stay on no matter what. So his movies are still going to happen, as far as we know. We just don't know if they're going to be in continuity with the rest of the movies or not. I hope they are, because that'd be kind of cool. But that's just me. Okay, now I'm going to talk the elephant in the room that no one's going to like. I talked about Gal. Alright, let's talk Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. I'd be okay with a recast. I like Gal Gadot. I love her as Wonder Woman. But James Gunn is doing something smart, and it's kind of... And I might as well go into talking about Henry Cavill. I know everyone's upset. Oh my god, he was such the perfect Superman. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, but you have to look. Henry Cavill... Hold on, I should have had this ready. I'm so sorry, everybody. Shush. Oh, that's good news. Okay, sorry. Football stuff. You guys don't want to hear about that. But Henry Cavill is not exactly a young guy. Okay, he's 39 years old. Okay. Let's say the next in Gal Gadot. Okay, and the thing with it is, okay, Gal Gadot's 37. Okay, so talk about this. This is kind of the same thing with both of them. Okay, so yes, they could. They're great in their parts. And Ben Affleck, well, he's already kind of exited on his own right. He wasn't going to stick on anyway, so that's fine, but I'll talk about him too. All three of them, the main trinity for DC movies. The thing with them is, yeah, they're 39, 37, and I'm not sure how old Affleck is, but he's not exactly young either. how long can they continue to play these characters? Can you get them for another 10 years? Maybe. You can only play a physical role like that for so long. Now, okay, Harrison Ford, who's just got cast as Thunderbolt Ross. Mark Ruffalo, who plays Hulk. The thing with that is, those are motion capture roles. Meaning that, first of all, meaning the only thing they really have to do, well, if Thunderbolt Ross becomes Red Hulk, which I assume he is going to here soon, the thing is, I'm thirsty. The thing is, those are motion capture roles. Anyone can be in a motion capture suit on set. And the only thing Mark Ruffalo or Harrison Ford would have to do is go into the studio and record their lines. And that's it. So, you can do those roles a whole lot longer. But an action-heavy role like Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, you can only do them for so long, and your body just finally tells you it's time to stop. You know, when you're getting close to your 50s, yeah, it's time to stop. You know, I mean, yes, there are actors like Liam Neeson, and a few others that do action-heavy roles, even in their upper age. But it's not easy. I mean, that's why I'm not seeing a whole lot from, crap. Son of a gun. Why am I blanking on this? Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. First of all, he's going to be in a super suit. I guarantee you that. We are not going to get shirtless Logan walking around. We're going to get super suited Logan, which makes me happy. But yeah, this is about DC, not. So yeah. So there's that. You know, so they can only do those roles for so many years, you know. So, and I doubt any of them are going to want to sign on for 10 more years. Affleck, especially, because I think Affleck, yeah, he's even older. He think he's already in his 40s. Ah, crap. Now I'm going to have to look it up, because I'm me. And I'm very much, yeah, he's already, okay, my bad. He is 50 years old. Yeah, he's not going to want to continue playing on for 10 more years. His body's just not going to be able to do it. I mean, you could, especially since you have to get, toned and ripped and, swollen and all that to play Batman. Well, yeah, because Batman's normally to where somebody younger like Patterson, who, might as well look how old he is. To be fair, no, I'm not saying that, okay, say they do Crisis on Infinite Earths, that these guys are never going to come back and play their roles again. Well, I doubt Affleck, because as I said, he's 50 years old now, but it would be cool if they waited 10 more years. Also, okay, so Patterson is 36 as of right now. So if they wanted to make him the crossover Batman, they could, but I would just keep his movies as a separate thing, so that way he could do his trilogy, and then not review your Batman until you do a Justice League movie. And at that point, get his trilogy done, or almost done, maybe on the last movie, so that way you don't have too many Batmans. And then you cast a younger actor who, say, early to mid-20s. So someone who's around the age that, like, Tom Holland is now. Or the guy who's playing Blue Beetle, yeah, somewhere late 20s, 30 at the oldest, but I would say early 20s, so that way they can continue to play this character. Like, as I said, Tom Holland has for Spider-Man. He's going to be playing him for over 10 years. And you know what? That's fine. That's perfect. Okay. Now let's talk Flash. Ezra Miller is done. Grant Gustin, done. He is not going to... they might ask him to be the movie Flash. But again, you gotta look at his age. He's not exactly a young guy either. Crap, now I'm gonna have to look how old he is. should have looked all these up and had them ready. But, of course, I am a dum-dum. He is 32. Okay, he's not as old as I thought he was, okay? Yeah, but he's already been playing this character for 10 years. 9 years. Almost 10. Do you think he wants to continue playing him for another 10, 20 years? Probably not. And it wouldn't be the same version. Even if he did, okay, for some reason, he did continue on playing the role. First things first, dye the dang hair. Please. If you're going to be movie Flash, dye the hair, please. I let you go for the Flash TV show, but please, for the movie, dye your hair. And they would completely reboot the character. It wouldn't be the same version as the Flash TV show. So you wouldn't have to worry about Candace Patterson's Iris. They could cast somebody else in that role. But yeah, no, I don't see him doing that. Grant's probably done. He's probably going to go on to other adventures. Other movie roles, other adventures. And he's a good actor, so good for him. And, obviously he's not that old yet, so he can still have a heck of a career after Flash. Even though he doesn't really need to work, because he's made plenty of money playing Flash, so he can do roles that he feels like playing, you know? Okay, continue going. Now, the one I can definitely say for sure, I'm not saying Ezra's never going to come back as Flash. It's very possible. But he's not going to be the main Flash anymore. But if he gets all of his psychological, whatever's going on with him solved, they could bring him back during Crisis. You know? They could always bring him back during Crisis, which I would be okay with. But the thing is, as I said, he would no longer be the main version. Now, the character, I'm like 100%, I can say 100% certainty, we will never see his version again. And to be honest, I wouldn't be up that set about it. Would be Ray Fisher's version of Cyborg. We'll probably never see him again. He's got some issue with the studio. I don't know the story about it. Apparently some things happened when they were on the set of Justice League, and that's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I care to know about that situation. But yeah, again, he's out for sure. Never gonna see him again. Not Crisis, not nothing. But I can say 95%. Because, you know, Power Rangers, so I'm going to talk Power Rangers again. Yeah, there we go. Jack Hawkins, something he knows. We could have said at one point we'd never see David Joyce back as Billy, and he's going to be back this year, in the anniversary special. So, anything can happen with the studios. But since it's a direct issue with the studio, kind of like what Billy had with Saban, I don't think we'll see him back. I mean, even though it's different people at the studio now and all that, you know, it's just the bridge has been burned there. And I don't think that he's done anything since Justice League, or at least since he opened his mouth. So yeah, maybe talking bad about the studio wasn't the best call. But yeah. But so basically what James Gunn is doing is it's a complete reboot, all younger actors. As I said, get actors in there that fit these roles that are in their early to mid-20s. So that way, you know, 10 years from now, they're in their early 30s. So they could still continue playing these roles for however long you need them to. And they don't age out of them. To whereas, like but Cavill and Gal Gadot, they're going to be aging out of these roles here soon. Sooner rather than later. So you don't want them to continue. You know, they can't continue playing these roles forever. You know, and it sucks. I would love to see Cavill get out Man of Steel 2. I think he deserves it. But I could see why it was scrapped, what James Gunn is thinking. You know, a complete reboot, clean slate, everything. Nothing has been announced for next year, theatrical slate-wise. I think James Gunn's supposed to announce this month at some point. He didn't give us an exact date. So sometime this month he's supposed to announce his 10-year plan. Now, I don't see any movies coming out and say, like, early next year, like January, February. Maybe summer at the earliest of next year. Give him time to cast roles. Because I doubt he started casting process yet or anything. So it's gonna be a while before he, because they gotta find directors and all that. Again, just like I said for everything else, it just all depends. Like, they can only play these characters for so long. But yeah, so that's basically what's going on. Now, any of the Suicide Squad actors from the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn movie, so Peacemaker movies, so Cena, all those actors, expect them to stay on, at least for right now. But we'll see. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.